he broke my teeth here. He was one that did it to me. In 2015, I trusted the wrong person. I thought I was safe until I found myself fighting and begging for my life. Here's what really happened. 11 years ago, I was 22 years old at the time. I was falsely accused, humiliated, and it changed my life forever. So if you're a young girl or you're a guy and you're watching me, you need to tell your sister this or show her this. Share this to as many girls as possible so that another girl doesn't make the same mistake that I did. In 2015, I was a young girl who just finished the university. I graduated in 2015, and after graduation, how you're all pumped up looking for job and all that. That was me. That was what every young girl would want to do. So I was searching for a job desperately. That's another thing I'm going to come to. I was searching for a job desperately because I wanted to earn money. I wanted to start making money. Knowing fully well that I'm a first child and I was trying to start carrying some responsibility as my mom have tried her best to put me through the university. I was desperately looking for a job, and I remember this day where I got a notification on my phone, or somebody shared a post about this offer that looked like really, really interesting, and it felt like it's something that I want to do because I've been somebody who wants to wants to get a skill that when you go into it, like even when you're not there, you can be making money, and that sounded like what I love or what I wanted for myself. I was just desperate to make money. So this interview they said we should come is at Ikeja. So I dressed up that day and I went to place somewhere at Ikeja, one hotel there. I can't remember the name of the hotel. So when we got there, I realized that it's MLM. You bring somebody to bring somebody to bring somebody, and that was not what I wanted at the time. And aside from that, you need to pay money to register into that stuff. And so I was there, and then this guy came up to me and then started talking to me and all that, being nice and all that. And I was like, I'm still a young girl, I'm not vulnerable, and started talking to me about how he connects people, gives people jobs, that he will help me, he will link me up. Apparently, he didn't come for the same event. He was just around the hotel. I don't know what he was doing there, but he came to me and he was like he was going to help me get a job and all that. And then I started talking to him because I was desperate, and I'm like, okay, this person is nice. Maybe this is the person God wants to use to give me a job. So after having that conversation, I said I wanted to leave. That what they're doing here, I'm not interested because I don't even have money to pay for it at the time, and I don't want something like that. I have to start struggling to look for people to bring people. It's always stressful. So I left that day. He actually dropped me off at my place. Then this guy was using one, like when I say, but that's not my business anyway. I just wanted the job, and if he could help me, I didn't want to look at his car or whatever the guy was driving or whatever. After that, he started talking to me, calling me, being all nice, telling me he's been I should that he's trying to make calls to see where he can get a job or where there are vacancies so that he can help me. We're talking and getting to know ourselves, and then this other day he said, okay, let's meet up and let's see. Then we met on that day. He took me out to one eatery. We went there, we ate something, we licked ice cream. I can remember. Then when I was going home, he took me to one. He said, okay, let him give me something to take home to my people. Then he bought this bag of rice. There's this smallest bag of rice, that very small one. He gave it to me. Those handy one, he gave it to me that day. Bought it and gave it to me. And he bought groundnut oil. I'm like, oh, this guy is nice. Oh. Then he drove me back home that day again as well. Then we were still talking and talking like that. The conversation was going. I felt relaxed. I felt safe. I thought, okay, this guy is a very nice guy. One day he called me that I just closed work. That what's up? I should come over. That he's coming to pick me so that we can go and do like a proper CV. That he has equipment in his house. He has a printer and everything, that let's come back, I should follow him so that we'll go home and do a proper CV. He will help me arrange everything, and then so that he can go and use it to submit. Because I was desperate and my mind was free, I just accepted, okay. So he came and picked me up that day. Then when he picked me up that day, I think this thing was like around 4. He said he stays somewhere in Ikeja. Remember that interview I went for was in Ikeja. He said he stays at Ikeja. Okay, so me, I stay somewhere around Costain. If you're in Lagos, you know where Costain is. So he picked me up and then we left. I was like, oh my, something was telling me, why don't you just do this CV around? He was like, wow, why do we have to? I told him, he was like, why do we have to do that when he has everything in his house, when we can just relax and do everything? And then, okay. So I said, okay, no problem. So we started going. We left my area like around 4. Like give or take, I thought we were going to be at Ikeja like 5. Finish everything by 6. I should be coming back. Do you know that we were on our way? There was traffic. We got to Ikeja and he was still, I know Ikeja very well. He passed Ikeja, he was still going. And because of traffic, we were still on our way after 5 to 6. We were still on our way. He had already passed Ikeja. I started telling him that, you have passed Ikeja, and I thought you said you stay in Ikeja. My gut was just telling me, that's one thing you should always do. Listen to your guts. My gut was telling me, why are we going past Ikeja? This guy said he stayed. He said, okay, he said, we are almost at his place. We were still driving, we were still going. Finally, we got to his place. He wasn't staying at Ikeja, he was staying at Ogba. If you know Lagos very well, I'm sure you know somewhere called Ogba. Ogba is not Ikeja. So this man took me to his place at Ogba. One local area like that, one place that, let's forget about that. We got to his place like around 6. So, no, sorry, like around 7. It was beginning to get dark. I was already tired, like, I was like, why are you worrying yourself now? I'm driving, I'll drive you back. And before 8, you're already back home. I'm like, okay. So we got into his house and then he sat down. I sat down. I'm like, okay. We started talking. We got ourselves. Then he brought out his phone and snapped me. Like, you know, when somebody wants to just take a selfie with you. And with me, my free mind, I was just like free because I wasn't thinking anything bad. And then I posed with him and I snapped. We snapped and we were talking. So I'm like, okay, let's start the CV now. Let's start doing it so that we can finish on time, so that I'll start going home. That is beginning to get late. Then he was like, okay, no problem. Now let's relax. Then the next thing, he brought out his laptop, and then we started checking this laptop and trying to ask me some things, my name, now trying to put the CV together. Okay, while he was doing that, it was almost getting to like 8. I was like, oh, that has to start going now. That is getting really late. That I think he should just finish up for me. I'm already giving him most of my details. I can send the remaining ones to him. That I want to start going. It's getting late. Okay, then he said, okay. Then he stood up. When he stood up from his seat, his house is like a room, a parlor, and a room. So we're in the parlor. So he went, and the parlor has like, when he goes outside, he has like another small space that he did, like, I don't know how to explain it. He did like nets and burglary, before you go outside. So he stood up and went to the burglary and locked the burglary, and then locked the nets and the door of his room, and then came back. That was when I'm like, why is he locking everywhere when I said I'm already about to go? I first of all relaxed. Okay, let me be calm so that he doesn't feel like, okay, I already know what he wanted to do. But in my mind, I'm like, God, what does he want to do? Then he came back to me and then started touching me. I'm like, that you should stop it now, that, man, we're just getting to know ourselves, that I don't want this and this is not why I came here. So he was still touching me. I'm like, I don't want. And the thing is, this guy looks like a sickler. He looks sick. So he started touching me and all that. I said that he should stop that, please, I have to start going. So I started arranging my bag. I had a small phone there. I was using a Visa phone, and I had a curve, BlackBerry curve that I was using. 2 of those phones. My boyfriend got it for me then. My then boyfriend got it for me. I put it in my bag and my wallet, and I was about to start going towards the door. Then this man dragged me back. I'm like, what is it now? Why are you dragging me back? I was wearing a leggings that day and a top. The top is like a long top. You know this top that looks like a long top that you can use to wear leggings. I was wearing something like that and I was wearing leggings. Then he dragged me back. I'm like, what is it now? So I wanted to start acting cool, like, okay, it's okay, don't worry. The next time I come, I'll do it with you freely. Please, let's just go for now. That it's already late. I was just saying this so that he will be able to let me go for that day and I will never come back. That was what I had in my head, but he had something different. Before you knew, this man started dragging me and forcing me. That was when I realized that I have gotten into problem. We started dragging and dragging and dragging and dragging and shouting. It was getting to like to 9. While we were doing all this thing, I don't know what just told me to have this energy because I looked like, okay, he was skinny and slim. I'm like, okay, let me just try my best. Let me not allow this guy just get away with, like, you understand? So we started dragging, like we literally turned the whole house into a mess. The television was down, everything was down. I was shouting. And do you know the sad part about this thing? With all my shouting, nobody was coming to knock. Like, what's happening here? The compound is like a bungalow that he was the one, his house was the first house. Then every other people were behind. But I know that they could hear people shouting. Nobody was coming to see what is happening. So the shouting and the noise and the hitting and everything got intense. That, guys, see my teeth. This teeth, if you look at me very well here, you see that my teeth is cracked. This guy literally pushed me to the wall. He pushed me to the wall and then my teeth broke, cracked, because I'm grateful that I didn't pull from the root. He broke my teeth here. He was the one that did it to me. So the shouting and the dragging and everything, I was able to, overpower him to some extent. And then I ran to the door and quickly opened the door and went to the front one, which still had the burglary one that he locked. But I was already out of his actual house. Then that was when some neighbors came. By then he had already torn my leggings. I was wearing that. My grace, what saved me was that it had already torn my top, but it wasn't torn completely. But the top was like a little bit longer than a normal top. It was like a gown top. So it was still covering my bum, but he tore the upper part. He tore the upper part and he tore my leggings. So when I ran out, that was when the neighbor next to him now came out and was like, "What's happening?" Then as I ran out, remember my phones and my bag was still inside his room. This guy took my phone. My boyfriend at the time that was in school, that we were beginning to drift away. Our communication was becoming slow. I don't know. The relationship was just going a little bit sour because I left Enugu. I schooled in Enugu. He now took my phone. That picture, remember I said he took selfie with me that I snapped reluctantly. This man took that picture and checked my phone and sent it to my boyfriend. He sent it to my boyfriend and he told my boyfriend that I'm his girlfriend. And my boyfriend was like, this girl just left and you're already dating, you're already cheating on me. Oh, this is the reason why that was what he had. He was doing all that. I was already outside. The neighbors came. This thing was already about after going to 9. It was dark already. So the neighbor had was a guy that had his girlfriend staying with him at the time. So the girlfriend now came to me and gave me a top and gave me something to wear on my leg. I wore it. I was standing outside. And then this guy, we were still waiting for this guy to come outside. Then he came outside. I didn't know that he was inside planning what he was going to see. That was when this guy came outside and this guy said that and that I came to his room, his house, I stole his wallet, I took his money. Like, he literally switched it up on me. I'm like, how? Before, like, as this thing was going on, this guy came outside, locked his room. Remember, my bag, my phones were with him, okay? He locked his room and drove out. Where did he go to? We were still there outside, confused because I don't even know where Ogba is at the time. It was getting dark. I don't even know where I was. I didn't have my phone. I couldn't make call. That was how we're now waiting. And then this guy did not come back for another 1 hour plus. By this time, it was already to 11 or thereabouts, to 11, yeah. So I already collected someone's phone and called my mom to tell her the situation and everything. I didn't even know where I was at the time. And there's something about this guy. For you to know that this guy is a problematic person, like the compound people were just like doing as if like they're not even concerned. Apparently, he's a very problematic person, so people are trying to avoid him in that compound. Guys, if you hear any noise, it's my baby. She's awake and she's just making noise. Came back 1 hour later, and guess what? As soon as it was coming, I was hearing siren. I was hearing siren. Somebody just told me to go and hide somewhere. I quickly ran to the back. As I'm saying this, and I felt like it was a movie, but it happened to me. So I ran to the back of the house. There's this big blue butter. You know this big blue butter. They normally used to store water. I hid at the back, and there were loads of things in that corner. So I hid myself there, and as if I knew that the siren was the guy that went to call the police people. This guy went to call the police on me for trying to me. They started searching. Where is she? Where is it? Where is it? Like really, I was so cold. I was so cold because this thing happened during towards December time or thereabout. That Harmattan period. Is it December? Yeah. I was so cold. They searched and searched and searched and they left. I was just hiding there, squeezed myself. He came to that place, but he didn't look. He didn't bend down to look and see me. Then he left. After searching, the police people drove back to their office, and then he came back. He was still restless. I think he was still searching, was still looking for me, like wondering, like, where is this girl? Did she go? Has she gone back to her house? While the police people were going back, this guy gave them my bag and my phone. You won't believe he gave them my bag and my phone. Then he came back and he was restless because he couldn't find me. Then he went out again. He drove out again and came back with another set of people, vigilante people. Some of them carrying, all these people that, those ghetto area that normally do night, that do vigilante and protect the community. He went to carry those people and came. Apparently, he already told them the real truth, and then they were already acting on the script because they already knew the truth. So they came and they were like, "Oh, where that girl? Where that girl?" I was still hiding there because I was so cold and I was just looking for something, a place to keep me warm. This time around, he came back to that place and then he looked and then he saw me. He said, "Okay, now here he did. When I come, I don't see him. I don't see him. See where she stay. Okay, now here he did. Hi, that be. Oh yeah, yeah. Maybe they go our office. Let's start going to our office. Maybe they go our office." That was how they started dragging me. They say, "Make I follow them." Then people in the compound came outside. They were now asking me, "What is the issue? What is the issue?" I was one side telling my own side of the story. He was one side telling the own side of the story and their script they're acting on with the vigilante people. So I was telling the company that see what happened. I came here and this guy was trying to me, okay? Then I was telling them and he was telling them that that it's a lie that I came here to his wallet and his money. You get? So long and short of the story, let me round it up because it's getting too long. Guys, the one that made me feel so bad, I felt humiliated. I felt like, what did I do? Like, they went back, the guys, they went back. No, I remember they were carrying me to their office and then I was following them, helpless, hopeless. I didn't know what else to do. My mom was calling this guy and begging this guy to please leave her daughter. He didn't want to listen. He didn't want to pick my mom's call. That my mom so much. And then I remember I was following them. As I was following them, one spirit told me, don't follow these people. You don't even know where they're following you to. You should have even followed the police people if they were actually genuine, rather than following the OPC people. They are all men and they are like almost 4 men. And then before I started following them. Some of them, they even think that they were going to, I should talk, I should do this one, I should follow them. I started following them and then I was following them sluggishly behind them. And then one man told me to run back. So I ran back into that compound and I was like, I'm not going anywhere. It's either you guys here or you leave me. But I'm not following you guys to that office. That in the morning I can follow you guys to the police. police station, but for this night I am staying here. It's either or you let me be. They were together, they were not talking. They're like, I heard them saying, this girl is stubborn. This girl is stubborn. You know, they're already acting on script because they know the truth. They know that he lied on my head. He know that it's an allegation. He accused me wrongly. So they were talking like, oh, this girl is stubborn very well. Let's say, no, we leave this girl, I beg. Then they started leaving one by one. One left, another one left. Apparently paid them, give them some money to come and act on that script. So they were leaving. There was remaining one person. I think this person has like, you know, when even these people that rob, there are some that even while they are doing that, there are some of them that still have conscience, that has conscience, and they have empathy. They feel for humans even while they are doing what they are doing. That's when you see when people go to rob, this one person that say, oh, don't kill, all that. So this same guy, this particular guy came to me and told me that, oh, see, I know the truth. I know that I didn't steal anything from this guy. I know that I didn't steal anything from him. And then that the truth is, why you no give him now? You say if you come man house, you no want give him waiting and want. Why you no give him now? I was looking at him. So if I'm your sister, you have the mind, came all the way to come and accuse me. You guys are acting on script. It was not like, as we were talking, saying this thing, even my boyfriend was trying to reach out to me. He was not picking anybody's call. At some point, the neighbors went into the house, went to sleep. It was me, him, and this last vigilante guy that had a fear of God or atom of fear of God in him. Then he started saying that he knows the truth, that he knows I didn't steal anything. But why didn't I give to him now? Why I started telling him, why would I give it to him? Why would he force me to do what I don't want to do? He now told me that, okay, you know what will happen? That I should go into his house and sleep. That he has already talked to him not to touch me. I said, it is over my, that it's already, probably if you guys, then you cannot take me to his room. But if I'm alive and breathing, that I'm not going into that room, I'm sleeping here till morning and I'll find my way. Then he was begging. He was there with me till like 1. He begged. Apparently, he was still begging so that I'll go inside and the guy will still do his plan. I feel like my trust issue. After that guy did what he did and lied to me, he lied on my head, he accused me. I said I wasn't going to enter into that room, that I was going to sleep outside here. Then after begging me for over 1 hour, he said he noticed that I wasn't listening. Then he left me. The neighbors are already going into the house. Then he said, oh, this girl is stubborn. Make her go now, no wala. So he left me there. You guys, I was standing outside from that night till morning, 6 a.m. in the morning. I'll stand up, I'll bend down. I'll stand up, I'll bend down. I was cold, I was shivering. Like I almost gave up that day. I felt like, why would a human being do something like this to their fellow human being? What did I do wrong? What did I do to this guy? I could not even talk to anybody because I didn't have a phone. He collected my 2 phones. So I stood there. We'll go into the room. After some hours, they will come. I think he was restless. He couldn't sleep as well. After some hours, they will come outside and look at me and come inside. Then when it was already almost daybreak, like around after 5 to 6, it was already getting bright. He came out and told me, see, don't let people come out here and start looking at me this street. Don't disgrace me in this street. I'm going out now. Let me go and collect your bag. So you leave this place. So he drove out. He went out and then go back to the police station and collected my bag, my phones, came back, gave it to me, and then told me to, at that time it was already daybreak, and told me to come inside so that he can give me something to wear. I didn't have a choice. I have to collect it because I can't be naked, obviously. Then I returned the other lady's clothes for him. Then he gave me something like to wear on my legs. So I wore it. I didn't know where I was. So what am I trying to say? I felt humiliated. I was accused. I almost lost my tooth. A lot of things, and that thing never left my memory. Like even my teeth that was broken is a sign that I will never forget that night. It was the day of my life. So if you have ever experienced something like this, share it in the comment section. Let's learn. One thing I'm going to say in this video is be security conscious. Listen to your guts. Have an emergency contact. Share your location. Tell somebody where you're going to. And if you don't feel comfortable around somebody, if you feel like something is not right, act upon it. Like, listen to yourself, to be honest. And one other thing I said, I'll say to you is, don't be desperate. Okay, do not be desperate. Being desperate will make you to do something that you don't even believe that you're going to. Okay, so this is my story, and I'm sharing this not for you to pity me or something. It has happened. It's 11 years now, and I'm finally coming out to just come and share with you, and just share this video, like it, comment, share it, so that other young girls can see it and just know what to do, be security conscious, and not just trust anybody, especially when you're just meeting them. And like, if you have to go to somebody's house, drop your number with somebody, share your location, drop the person's picture, phone number, everything. That way, if anything happens, you can easily be traced. Because if anything has happened that night to me, nobody will locate me. If you know where Ogba is, one deep ghetto. That was where this guy took me to. But that being said, I hope you guys learned a thing or two. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.